morning, students. Today you are in a class English lesson with teacher Shamin, Natasha and teacher Izzatin.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning. Okay, I'm. So how are you today?
Doing fine, doing great.
I'm fine,
Okay. Have,
teacher.
have you taken your breakfast?
Yes, I
Not
have.
yet, teacher.
Why, Elwin? You should take your breakfast before you start your class so that your brain can function well.
I'm sorry, teacher. I was rushing this morning. So
Okay,
yeah.
it's okay. Next time, please take it first. Okay, I already start to share my screen. Can you see the learning objectives?
Yes, teacher, I can see it.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, can you read them for me?
Sure.
To
To
build
build
reading
reading
speed
speed
and
and
fluency,
fluency,
to
to
activate and
activate and
reinforce other
reinforce other
skills
skills
such
such
as
as
writing,
writing,
speaking, and
speaking, and
vocabulary,
vocabulary, to
to develop
develop
critical
critical
thinking
thinking
skills.
skills.
Okay. Extensive reading. As you can see from the screen, do you know what is the above statement about?
No, teacher,
No,
I haven't
teacher. We
heard about
are not
extensive reading.
we're not familiar with this.
Okay, our lesson today is about extensive reading. What is extensive reading? Extensive reading is an approach second language reading. Involves learners reading longer texts for pleasures and to develop general reading skills. Extensive reading helps learners to build reading speed and reading fluency. Developing reading speed is important because it helps learners to understand language faster and better. Extensive reading used to obtain a general understanding of a text. Reading is individual and silent. It gives more attention to meaning, not on the language of the text. Extensive reading is actually part of reading strategies. It is useful for your reading. Benefits of extensive reading. Students will have a longer concentrated periods of silent reading. Students will be able to build vocabulary and structure awareness. Students also will be able to develop automaticity, background knowledge, and comprehension skills. Lastly, students also will be able to boost confidence and motivation. So now it's reading time. Our activity for today is you have to read a short story. Before that, I need you to scan the QR code given or click the link given. Have you done?
Okay,
Okay,
teacher,
teacher.
scan the QR code.
Okay, students, please read the short story Cat in the Rain by Ernest Hemingway. Read the short story within 10 minutes, then create a vocabulary journal by writing down the vocabulary that you find important. Add your own definition based on context clues and example sentence. You may start now.
All right, teacher.
All right.
Okay, time's up, students. Now, you may list down the vocabulary.
All right.
Right? Okay, have you finished with the task?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I would like one of you to tell me what is the short story is about.
Can I go?
Yes,
Can I
sure,
tell?
Amira.
Cat in the Rain by Ernest Hemingway is actually a short story. It tells me about it shows us depicts an American couple that spends their holiday in a hotel, and the wife, sees a cat stranded under a table in the rain, and she wants to bring her into the hotel room because it's raining outside. But when she goes to retrieve the cat or to find the cat is gone. So she returns to the hotel and has a conversation with her husband about trying to find the cat and then suddenly about changing her whole life. So her husband uh, is terribly annoyed and at her request and is not her husband is not interested at all in the cat or changing her whole life. But eventually the cat is delivered to their room by a maid at the request of the hotel keeper. So she got the cat that she wants to save.
Thank you, Atira, for your explanations. Well done. So now, did you find any important words in the text? Students, do you all find?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I want any
Yes,
one of you to
teacher.
share your answers. Would like to
Can
start
I
first?
go, teacher?
Yeah, sure, Elwin.
Okay, so I found five words for my vocabulary journal, and this is what I can understand about them while reading the text. So the first one is crouched. Crouch, from what I can understand, is it's a bed down and being closed position when you are bent down. And that is when, like in the story, it's shrinking itself down and bending its body position because it's scared or maybe because of the weather disturbing her.
Mhm.
Next is complaints. Uh, complaints is something people say when they are not satisfied or when they're angry or when they are they feel like something is not right. Um, um, Thirdly is dignity. Dignity is how we carry ourselves. It's our demeanor, it's our behavior that shows our dignity, and also dignity is shown by how people perceive us and how people think of us in this lifetime. Fourth is eaves. Um, eaves is basically the lower hanging or the lower part of the roof. And number five is profile. The word profile here means an outline of our faces, but usually it is being viewed from one side, either left, right. Yeah, that's our profile. That's all from me, teacher.
Thank you, Elwin. Well done. Okay, next. Who would like to try?
Mimi, I would like to try.
Okay, sure, Atira.
Um, one of the few words I found few words that I find important in this story is the first one is palms. It's a noun. It's not our hand palms, but it is a tree. It's one of numerous plants of the family of palmae. It's tall. It has unbranched trees with large and prominently cleft leaves. So this tree is tall and have huge leaves, essentially. Second one is easel. Easel is a noun. It is a stand or a frame that support or display an artist's canvas at an angle. So it's kind of this huge blackboard that the artists use to draw and display their arts, their drawings or whatever. Number third one is war monument. It is a noun. War monument is a building or a statue or other edifice to celebrate a war or victory and also to commemorate those who died or were injured in the war. Number four that I found important is listened. It's a verb. This one is a verb. And the meaning, the definition of listen is to reflect a sparkling light or faint intermittent glow. So it's like not so bright light. So it's a lustrously shines. So it's not so bright. Number five is gravel. It is also a noun. Gravel is small stones and pebbles, or a mixtures of these with sands that we usually see on the ground.
Okay, good, Atira. Well done. So both of you have done with the first activity.
Now I will proceed with the second activity. Can you see the QR code?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now can you give me a favor to scan the QR code now?
Okay, teacher, scanning it now.
Alright, the short story will appear on your screen. What is the title about?
The title of this story is The Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin.
Yes, perfect. Okay, now I will give you 10 minutes to read the short story silently. After you finish reading, write a summary based on the short story. You can discuss with your partner. Before you write the summary, have you read it before? Okay, then I'll show you the summary format. Firstly, a summary should be in the form of paragraph. Secondly, a summary must begin with an introductory sentence such as title, author, and main point. Thirdly, a summary written in your own words. And lastly, a summary must contain only ideas of the original text. Okay, now do you understand on how to write a summary?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now I will give you 10 minutes to read the short story and the time start now. Okay, time's up. Have you discussed with your partner?
Okay,
We finished reading it. We finished reading it, and
now we'll discuss it. So the story,
so how should we start the summary?
I think we should start with Luis Malat, or Mrs. Malat that was informed about her husband's death, because that's how the story starts, right? So we should start with that.
Yeah, true. And also, after she received the news, she became sad, and then she goes to her bedroom, and then she's mourning the loss of her husband, but then slowly she realizes that she's happy that her husband passed away, right?
Yeah, she's happy because for a long time that she feels free. She feels freedom with her husband's death.
Yeah, but and then after she feels happy, she died of a heart attack, right?
Yeah,
In
she
the
died
end.
of a heart attack because I don't know. Is it because she sees her husband who actually is not that. So I don't know if she died of happiness or because she was so shocked seeing her dead husband is alive.
I I think I have an idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I want either of you to volunteer to read the summary. Anyone of you?
Can I go, teacher?
Yes, sure, Elvin.
Okay. So this is our summary for the story of an hour. It starts off um, as when the wife of Mr. Mallard, which is Louise Mallard, she received the news that her husband has passed away. And when she received the news, she felt sad. She was in grief, uh, and then she goes up to her bedroom to mourn the loss of her husband. But then, slowly and gradually, she starts to become more and more happy because she realized that she is becoming free. She has freedom now. And when she fully grasps the fact and she realized that she is free, she goes down from her bedroom, but then she sees the husband is still alive, and that's when she died of a heart attack. And the doctor uh, says this, and in quote, it is wait, it is the heart attack is caused from the joy that kills, which means that she died because uh, her freedom that she thought she has is now gone.
Excellent. I think both of you have done a great job. I can clearly see that both of you really understand the short story. Thus, I have some tips on reading before I give you surprise. So, tips on reading. The first one is jot down the unknown words. Secondly, find the unknown words, the meaning of the words in dictionary or thesaurus. And lastly, do a summary. Practice makes perfect. Am I right, students? Therefore, I have some homework for both of you. Choose a storybook and read it at home. Write out a book report about 200 to 250 words by using Microsoft Word and submit it via email to us. Can you understand? Do you have any question?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes,
For the book report, do we send it to both of your emails or either one?
You can choose either one of us.
Okay, teacher.
Alright.
Noted.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So this is the example of the book report. So I will send it to both of you later on.
Okay, students, we are at the end of our lessons today. So I would like to hear some feedback from you all.
I'll go first with the feedback.
Are you
So,
sure?
from today's lesson, what I've learned, our topic is extensive reading, and this topic is new to me because I've never know about it before or learned about it before. But after our lesson today, I have built a reading speed and read within the given time because both of you have given us a certain time to read the story from the task, and this process helped me build reading fluency.
Thank you, Atira. Next.
Okay, so my feedback is today I've learned what is extensive reading and its importance. And also I've learned the tips on how to read a text better so that the next time when I read, I can understand it better.
Thank you for your feedback. We would love to see you guys in next class. Thank you, students. Have a nice day and take care of yourself.
Thank you,
Alvin, don't forget to
teacher.
take your
You
breakfast.
too.
Thank you, teacher. Yes, I'll take my breakfast.
And to both of you, don't forget to do your homework.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, see you next time.